And we're back with We Getting Old. It's episode 3.
We people here.
Man,
People-laden.
it's me and Greg and the news girl. What's your name again?
I don't have a name.
After all these years, you still ain't figured it out.
It's just the news girl.
News girl. 1.
So
Sorry, I got that COVID.
he got that COVID. So the COVID fought him up, pieced him up real well. And he's got a couple black eyes.
But I'm trying marijuana for COVID treatment, and it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
I don't know about the COVID. I haven't had COVID in a while, but life's fun, you know. So.
I think actually they're saying that if you got the booster, you're more likely to catch the second round of COVID.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. It's kind of
oh shit! Okay,
so they said, but that's like the flu too. They give you the flu vaccines, and you're more likely to get flu or catch it when you get the vaccine.
Exactly. That's science, people.
Why don't you just take your chance and catch it when you're gonna catch it? For me, I hadn't caught it in a while.
Yeah, it's been like what, like 2 years? No. Yeah.
That ain't wood, son.
Oh, it's composite. It's composite bullshit.
That's tile.
Hey, tile.
Let's see.
Tile, it is tile.
Where's some wood? Look, the
That
PlayStation thing. Yeah, that's kind of wood. That's IKEA wood.
Yeah.
All right, so knock on IKEA wood. None of us
I
get.
glue some wood.
I mean, here's the thing. If they wanted to kill us all, they would. And they tried their little experiment, their little COVID experiment. And we fell for it. Most of us. Except for the staunch.
See, I feel like there's only like random sociopathic people that are doing these little things, you know? I don't think it was like a big fucking conspiracy, but something happened. And maybe one person just like hating the world is just like, let's see what happens when I do this. Spills it, and then COVID happens. I don't know, you know?
Right.
I don't really know, but I think I feel like it's not as orchestrated as we want it to be to make it. I don't know. I feel like as humans, we kind of we're all grown-ups, but really we're still kids and trying to figure everything
what's
out.
What's going to happen if I press this button?
Yeah, so I feel like we all got a lot of that in us.
Yeah,
all these smart decisions being made. Sometimes it's just a lot of lucky ones.
Yeah, it's like, oh, who's in charge here? Oh, you? Oh, but you're like 80 years old. Like, who gave you the keys to the car?
Can
sir?
you even remember your name?
I don't want to start off with politics, but the last thing I saw was Joe Biden. Nearly tripping down some stairs. He's either falling up some stairs or falling down some stairs, or forgetting what he's saying, or which is worse? Trump being an absolute asshole, or Biden being an absolute ghost face? Like, just
I gotta side with Trump, and I'm not like all for Trump and this shit. You know, he's a megalomaniac, but he is at least
he's coherent.
He's coherent, and he has his own little vision. It might be a horrible vision. He has a lot of fucked up shit in his head about how he wants the world run and all this shit. It seems like, but he still is at least there enough to fucking like have his own morals and constitution to try to do his stuff. Not to say he's like no fucking perfect guy that does all kind of good shit, but compared to Biden, it just seems like he's just kind of like floating there, like some people I know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Gotta work with him, right?
People said that about Hitler too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Hitler had his shit together
look,
too.
Joe Biden is
okay,
guy.
And there's a difference. Like Hitler is more of a fucking He's more of a Trump, you know.
He's a task manager.
Biden cannot pull off no Hitler shit. He just ain't got the energy. He forget what he's saying.
He's like seeing speech therapists at this point.
It's like, come on,
It's
man.
like, dude, you gotta like.
Why are you president? We're all Americans and nobody likes this decision. Who the fuck is allowing this shit?
And they're
Who's
both
cool with this? We're all living here, and this bullshit is running our country, and none of us like it. None of us like it.
American politics is like a fucking game show.
It's
and,
a joke.
And we're all the...
It's a money ran joke.
We're the audience booing and hissing at every...
Yeah, when it was Trump and Hillary, that was the scariest election in my book. Because I'm all for a woman running for president. Just Hillary was not the woman that I fucking wanted to be a president. And then you got Trump on the other side. So they had the completely polarized, like, fucking shit going on, you know? And they just had Obama before. I feel did awesome, you know? So
Obama
then they're going
was
a step further.
the best president in my lifetime.
Yeah, so then they were going a step further by maybe a woman or this fucking goddamn megalomaniac guy. That shit is where life started getting really, like, jokey. I don't know. Hard to fucking call.
Nothing makes
real?
sense.
I don't know. It's just,
Nothing is right, and
Trump's our president, or when he was, that was just a joke. Like, really, that's who represents.
well, the thing about him was that
Prank.
he yeah,
you know,
he was very rude. You know, at least Biden's just kind of clueless and old,
yeah,
and sort of like
Trump was a straight up liar,
forgets shit,
constantly.
and Trump is just like.
He would say
Outwardly
shit
rude.
like, I am the least racist person in this whole room. He's building the wall in Mexico.
Yeah.
And that statement wouldn't apply to anybody in any whole room. Especially the least racist one. Because they wouldn't have any reason to say that shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, like when you're saying, I'm the least racist, it's like...
He just says the stupidest
okay.
shit. Just like,
My favorite Trump moment is when he was just throwing out things of paper towels to people. Like, I'm doing a difference. I'm helping.
In Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Like, it's just like...
It's like handing out the turkeys when you're a drug lord, but...
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So...
Some towels.
But, when is the...
So check this weird correlation out. In high school people were fucked up, and I was one of them, apparently. We had this bigger, slightly retarded chick that was
A fat, retarded girl,
yeah.
is what you're saying.
And it was prom queen and king and shit, or one of the big things, fucking
Homecoming queen, something.
Yeah, it was one of the big things toward the end of the year, and as a joke, she won. Like, but in the same way, like. It wasn't a joke to her because, like, she really won. That was good. But everybody else was just like, fucking, oh, this would be funny. But, like, I don't feel like it was a bad thing. We were pretty fucked up for doing it. But in a weird way, I feel like that's kind of like the Trump-Hillary shit.
So it was like...
I don't know. Like, you know, like, it was almost like a joke. Like,
you won by default. And...
It's kind of like, let's see this joke happen.
Yeah, and
we were fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up because it's like I'm running unopposed, but I still need your vote.
That gave her a lot of confidence, like, in life, or I would think so, because it was the end of her senior year, and she gets all this popularity, you know, and like she's not bright enough to understand it's a joke, so it actually could feel good to her. I mean, and I'm not trying to say it in a bad way, you know. It's like the ignorance is bliss shit. Like, it probably felt really good, like, to be notarized for.
It still feels kind of shitty, though.
It was shitty.
Yeah.
This is Beauchamp High School, and apparently, like,
Beauchamp,
half of us suck.
Half of us suck, at least.
Dude, but that kind of stuff happens in high school, dude. Like, you don't even realize you're being a dick.
Yeah, it's like clique shit. You get caught up sometimes. That was a clique thing.
CLIQUE. Click.
All right.
So, what was the most embarrassing moment of your high school career, Greg?
This career, let's see, of high school.
Don't worry, we have
man.
time.
If y'all could think of one, I gotta figure it out.
So I I got beat up on the first, or it was actually the third day of my freshman year, in which one of my thought to be really good friends threw a piece of paper, balled up piece of paper at a dude, and it hit him in the head. And after class, it was told to him that I was the one that threw the piece of paper.
So you got scapegoated.
I got scapegoated. I didn't have anything to fucking do with it. And then so I'm just walking, minding my own business, and he comes up behind me. He's like, "You threw that fucking paper at me, you bitch!" And he's like,
Some
you
paper,
know, like
man.
like
That's
knocking
cool.
me in the back of my head with his
Yeah.
fingers. And I was like, "Man, that wasn't even fucking me. Like, relax." That's probably something that I'd have said. And then and then like at one point he like touched a certain part of my head and it kind of hurt. And so I just turned around and I went straight for his eyes. And I just like put both my thumbs in his eyes. And then he just beat the shit out of me. And
you should just punch him in the
I know. I was a freshman though.
Yeah. You're afraid it takes a couple fights to
Also,
get
his dad
swing
was
a
a
thing.
Boxing coach.
Oh yeah. That's a whole different thing.
Pieced me up in the fucking Times Square of the high school.
It's a funny world we live in. Like, there's so many people in the MMA, and I applaud their effort. I understand the health shit for sure, but personally, it's not really my goal to have to beat up humans all the time. I'd rather beat it with the mind type shit.
Oh yeah,
you don't even have to
talk somebody out.
I haven't like last fight I got it was Colorado and it was years ago. I just feel there's better ways about it.
If you're gonna get into an altercation, for sure win it with words. Unless you're fighting for competition and you're getting paid for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, and that's all fun. Yeah, it's fun to watch shit, but it's just like it's a new shift of culture where like pre-culture. Oh man, I miss old. I wish I was born in '60s era because I'm a fucking hippie. But now you got this era of fucking, extra jocks, MMA guys. I'd like to make sure I could fucking choke you in 2 minutes and everything.
Yeah, but
I don't even give a fuck.
but then
like,
you hear about like Rogan and how there's like an art to it.
I mean, people carry guns too, right? So like
Yeah.
it pretty much is like everybody. It's all null and void. Like,
yeah, it's like I can get you into a quadplex or a chokehold or whatever, and it's just like, cool, I have a gun. Psh, done.
The world is just sick,
Well, that
and I don't own a gun, but it's just like that's the point. Like most people, I don't know. The focus on fighting so much, for fun, it's sport. That's cool, but I don't know. I guess I don't fully get it.
Well, just in real
Well,
life,
Peacemaker.
though, how did it happen?
Well, there is some YouTuber. I mean, who the hell knows who he is?
YouTuber.
Kind of like those people that just like go up to random people, like, try to like prank them or like bother them, and they went up to the wrong person at some mall. In the mall, this guy pulled out his gun and shot him in the leg.
Yeah.
This YouTuber. And I mean, did he deserve it?
I mean,
he didn't die.
It's not about deserving. It's about knowing, like understand
to, like, back off.
consequences. There's consequences when you do shit. So it was this weird video of this white Australian guy, just like a real white looking guy. He's going through the ghettos in Miami, pretending to be a zombie. And there was a few times where, when he looked back in the video, they had people pointing guns at him. You know, but they were running because they thought he was more zombie because they had that flock of shit that went around, I guess, you know. But yeah, there was a few videos where there was some cool people. He would end up talking to him later after, you know, like after everything went down. But yeah, a few of those situations were like, he was about to get shot, you know.
Yeah. You're putting your life on the line there.
Yeah, why poke
for content?
Why
for
poke
content.
the bear
Yep.
of society just for some clicks?
It's because they ain't got nothing else. That's his way to make money.
I mean,
it's interesting. It's like sociology or whatever in some kind of way, but it's just there's some dangerous, stupid shit. I don't know. Running through the ghetto acting like a zombie. There's a lot of people that got guns.
yeah, and
Like, a lot of people selling drugs. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna fucking just deal with your shit. Like, fuck.
you're not gonna get a lot of sympathy
Yeah.
if you get shot in the face or the leg or the balls. I mean, it's just, oh, you were
Yeah,
creating
I don't think
some
you get any
conflict?
sympathy.
Yeah,
I don't think
no.
anybody would know either because the motherfucker will shoot you and leave and like
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
done.
It's just like, oh,
Zombie found dead
Yeah, it's
in
like-
ghetto of Miami.
Yeah, so that guy's lucky apparently.
Some dude in a terrible costume, and it's not even Halloween yet, got shot and killed, and the
Yeah.
killer's on the loose.
Yeah. It was
Next
strange.
story. So, do you have any stories for us, news girl?
Oh yeah, got some fun ones. Let's start with this because I saw this and I immediately thought of Louisiana, but it was the Louisiana of the East Coast. Any guesses?
New Orleans?
East Coast.
East Coast, Louisiana, Florida.
Philadelphia.
Oh, I
Ooh,
thought
I'm way
you
off,
meant
yeah.
East Coast of the state of Louisiana.
No, I said the
I thought you
Louisiana
just-
of the East Coast.
Yeah.
Oh.
In my opinion,
Okay, I got you. Yeah, Florida.
specifically Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. That's...
I've never been much of the East Coast yet.
Well, they have very terrible sports fans, but...
Well,
That-
yes. So a man tried to go to some baseball game with a emotional support animal, which turned out to be a emotional support alligator, and he was obviously denied entry.
Yeah.
Is that okay? You can't do that. That's his emotional support pet.
I mean, I've seen
Does he have
them...
a little like muzzle on it? Like, is he gonna be?
Right. Got a muzzle. He has a little collar, probably.
Yeah, he still could tail slap
vest,
some
maybe?
motherfucker though. You know, like
I mean...
how does a lizard make you feel comfortable though? Like, come on.
I mean,
Ask Jerry.
Jerry's
He's
looking
in.
at you right now.
He's in.
Jerry's cool as fuck, but he don't make me feel comfortable.
He's eyeballing you, so...
Like I'd like to hold you, but it don't seem.
Yeah.
Geckos too. Geckos are cool. I could catch a gecko.
I think the whole emotional support animal thing is it's a little problematic because it's gotten too far. Like, where does it end? Like, is it an emotional hamster? An emotional what if
I'd say good. Let them have their little fucking animal as long as you keep it in a wraps. You can't like the big alligator. That's stupid. That's the size of a human. But
Yeah.
like a smaller little thing, like a smaller little dog, something that's smart enough, and you keep it out of the way. Like fuck, I don't know.
and bringing it to a baseball game?
Yeah, that's the dumb part. You're going to a place to have fun with other people. You should. Sorry if you need a support animal, but you should
Just
watch at home.
watch it at home.
Yeah.
It's
Watch
not
it at
spot
the
for you,
swamp.
apparently. You know, like
Yeah, just
you gotta
go-
learn how to do it. Your anxiety a little better.
Sit with your little gator there, pet him.
We'll talk to
And,
your fucking goddamn doctor about fucking Xanax or something.
Sign up for a Major League Pass and watch some fucking boring baseball. That's
I mean, it ain't baseball, you know. Like, oh, I'm so ready to watch some baseball.
I gotta go. I needed to go to this game
Man,
with my
been waiting so damn long.
emo support alligator.
and that's another thing. It's like are you doing this because you actually have to have this with you? Or are you doing this because
No, it is.
you know it's going to get clicks and it's going to become
It's
a news
attention
story?
whore shit.
Yeah.
That's literally our world now. It's like
It's attention or shit. Were they playing any team like Florida Gators?
No.
Because I went to Florida Gators at LSU way back in the day, and they had motherfuckers roasting the whole fucking gator. So
Whoa.
I'm sure it was there when they brought it in. I'm sure they didn't bring in a live alligator, but like, yeah, this alligator was from here to you,
whoa.
and they were roasted on a fucking fire pit. Like they go hard for fucking like that, like tailgating over there. I fucking love it.
Baton Rouge is a different
Straight
animal.
up.
That's my
But that's not emotional support. And that was we gonna eat this bitch.
Yeah. And
we gonna eat y'all too. Apparently, Florida.
have you eaten gator?
Yes.
Yes.
I've eaten gator, but I never eaten gator like on that situation. You know, like
Right.
old style fire spin.
Yeah.
Probably tender.
I'm into. I wish I would have talked to him.
Yeah.
I should have
I wanna
hey,
have a-
let me get a little piece of that tail, man.
Yeah, I want the tail.
Give me the tail end of that.
Just a little
Fucking
tail.
some beef jerky or some gator
That'd probably
jerky.
be good. That'd probably be good.
I like alligator. It tastes really good.
Yeah, me
Tastes
too.
like chicken and fish.
Yeah,
at the same time.
So good.
I find like dark. Sometimes it's slightly fishy, but like yeah, dark meat like chickenish area or something.
Yeah.
Duck is good.
Ducks and shit.
Duck's good.
Yeah.
If you're rich, you know.
Yeah, go to the
Or go
Chinese
hunting.
spot. Come on. Get some duck.
I just get some duck sauce and put it on some bacon.
Do they grind up the ducks to make the sauce?
I have no. Ooh, that's a good question.
Word.
Because they got like oyster sauce too, you know, like they got
Yeah,
all these
It's
sauces.
true. Oyster sauce is from oysters. Duck sauce. We gotta ask the. I'm asking the Chinese spot next time I go.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah, where do y'all get this
we
from?
gotta figure this shit out.
This is not funny. A hospital in Ohio propped up a dead woman in a bed and fooled their family into thinking that she was alive when she actually died
For what? Why was
on
the
an
reason?
operating table.
Oh, see, they were just trying to like, ooh, that's bad. Why are you lying about that?
Exactly.
Wait.
What the fuck? Like, where does this get you in life?
Hold
not gonna,
on.
like, you can't-
Hold on.
Well, apparently it was a routine procedure botched.
Yeah, so they knew they were gonna
So they
get
knew
sued.
they were fucked.
But
either
yeah,
way.
still, lying ain't gonna fucking help the situation at all. Oh man. Like,
Fucking Ohio. What's in Ohio?
Well,
What's going on?
this goes back to like there have been some funerals that I've seen on the internet where a man's dead body is just sitting in a chair with like some sunglasses on, and he's dead, but like he has like his TV and his PlayStation and like
The setup.
he has like a beer, like he has like his man cave set up in the funeral home, and it's
Hey.
like this is how he would
that's
have
really
wanted.
how. There's a funeral for some people.
Dude, I mean, some people want to be set on fire and put into a little ashtray. Some people want to be buried in the ground. Some people want to be thrown out into
I like
the
the
sea.
buried in the ground reason for the earth shit, but I feel like there's just a lot of. For one, I don't want you putting a bunch of chemicals in my body. That just means y'all gonna have to hurry up and fucking dig up a fucking hole and throw me in it real quick. But I'm just as cool with cremation, but because it's cheap and easy, I guess. But really, I'd rather just like, yeah, fucking. I died yesterday. Fucking dig a hole, put a tree on top.
Yeah,
Come
then they
back.
have
There we
like
go.
these pods where they put your remains in like some sort of like pod.
Yeah, but they
and
cremate
buried-
you,
and
I
a tree-
think.
and a tree grows out
Yeah,
of it.
but they cremate you still. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I want all this shit, the earth to actually eat it, and not just to be done. Like, why not give it back to the earth? Why we gotta be weird about that shit?
Yeah, And the whole coffin thing, where a coffin costs like, I don't know.
Like I think about like $10,000.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
It's expensive.
On top of the whole
Depending on how much you want to
renting
spend
out
too.
the fucking cathedral and doing all the pomp and circumstance, like
Like I get the get together, but man, I don't want to see. I never did like funerals to look at the dead person. Like I love the idea of going like gathering and
Right.
remembering pictures
Celebrating.
too. I love the pictures in an urn situation, but I don't like going and look at a dead body. It's not them anymore. They're gone. Their soul is not there. That's a piece of earth material now, and it's just weird to. I mean, but I guess it helps some people. You know, I don't know.
dude, if anything, I'm anti-funeral. Like, I don't do them. I
I
don't.
feel like funeral should be a fucking fun party where you remember you know.
I'm sorry. Look, if one of y'all dies, God forbid, I'm not going to y'all's funeral. I'm just not gonna do it.
Well, I'm haunting you for the rest of your life then.
That's
So good
fine.
day.
That's fine. I want you to knock over that bottle of
You
apple
ain't gonna
cider
be
vinegar.
Yeah,
sleeping.
you can be haunted hard for that. Man.
But at least I'll know. You know, you've stated this on the podcast, so now that I know this, I'll be like, Maddie, that bitch, haunt me from the grave.
Stop clicking the freaking tempo on again.
Yeah, dude. Like, why you messing with my fucking settings? God damn it. Nah, I'm not a fan of the funeral. It's like an outdated ceremony that I think should be optional. I feel like
I agree.
people
Well,
But I
think
like the food.
Yes.
People gathering at a place, and I mean, I guess I don't know if people drink at a funeral. That's not really my idea, but the food and
I
the
would hope
gathering,
so.
some pictures of the person, you know.
Look, I've been to a funeral once, and it was like an actual party.
That's
Did I know
that's
the
what it
person?
should be,
I don't
you
know. My mom dragged me to it.
That's what it should be.
But
really.
it was like an actual party. There was food.
Like,
there
if
was
I get to have
drinks.
enough fun in the rest of my life like I want to, then I have enough fucking fun ass friends to have a fucking party like that at my funeral. Like, I want it to be a jam. Y'all bring some instruments. I'm gonna be there, floating in the air.
yeah, you're just like,
Let's fucking jam, have fun.
You're like harmonizing and shit.
Don't be pussies. Take some acid.
Yeah, I want a cutout poster of me, and then everyone could take pictures with that.
Yeah, it's like you just like standing there like with your hand up in the air.
If you really go hard, you can do the CGI shit thing.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
yeah,
coming.
That's,
It's
that's
coming.
Gonna
You
happen.
know?
There's gonna be like a little hologram of you dancing.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it with Tupac.
And
Man,
Michael
I think
Jackson.
about
And
like,
Jack.
I was thinking about this shit. Like with how much like podcasters that do a lot of shit. Like Joe Rogan got a lot of hours logged in talking about his opinions and shit. If the AI I don't know, bot, whatever, simulator, whatever, takes all that in, they probably have a not bad representation of a Joe that they can make for later, you know?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah.
like just for like at a museum idea, you know? It's weird. Like, it's some, like just, I don't know.
They were talking about that today on one of my sports podcasts that I listened to, Bill Simmons, and you know, they were joking about the idea of, you know, AI is going to come take all of our jobs and everything. But the pushback to that was, well, but they won't be our ideas. It'll be like what they think our ideas would have been on this particular subject matter. And like, I don't want to listen to a dead person's AI compilation.
Yeah, I definitely would want to listen to that. I think it'd be more like a movie type thing, like nostalgia. If you want to like go, you could go talk to him about the old shit type
Right.
shit, or maybe or hang out with him type
Reminisce.
shit, or but yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think it'd be so beneficial to try to keep it going, but I guess there's certain thinkers they are gonna try to do that with if they like this guy thinks really well. Let's try to make a AI brain that does that or whatever.
Well, when they eventually make people put the chip in, like the Neuralink.
Yeah. That's gonna be
And
some
it's
shit.
like, oh, you don't have the Neuralink? Oh, you're not hired here. Sorry. Like, oh, you're one of those?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like the vaccination for COVID. It's like, oh, you're not vaxxed? Oh, well, you can't work here. Like that kind of thing. So 10 years down the line, if you don't have the Neuralink, oh, you're unemployable. You're a fucking street rat. Like, oh, you don't have the latest update on your phone?
You know how I'm gonna handle that? When the Neuralink gets all big and everybody starts, I'm gonna take like a 10-year gap off and just get stoned, party.
You're gonna gap off.
I'm gonna gap off. I'm gonna binge for 10 fucking
Gap
years.
years. Yeah.
Almost kill myself because the Neuralink's gonna be able to fucking heal all the shit. It should be able to. If it don't, then motherfucker. So, and when I'm almost dead, I put the Neuralink in, and then I'll be that Neuralink human thing.
I saw something where they're gonna be able to keep you alive for up to 150 years.
Who? What? Why?
Well, I'm looking at it now, and it's basically they're gonna have the capability to reduce age, and via stem cells they're going to make someone that would die at 90 or 80 live to be like 120 or 150. Who the fuck wants to do that? Like, and with the way the world is going with nuclear threats and possible, like every day there's like something like, oh, an asteroid the size of the Eiffel Tower is heading right towards planet Earth.
There's so many people that are just freaking out about their own little shits, and they add it all together online. You got a bunch of half of them not even real. Whatever.
Yeah, whoever came up with that is a codependent mama's boy or girl, and
or he, they, or she,
or they, yeah,
it.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah. Anyways, they want their mommy. They can't live without their mommy.
I just don't want to live to see the apocalypse. But if I do, it would be kind of cool if everybody died at the same time, right?
It would be fucking awesome. Shit.
Just like snap,
like
just like the dinosaurs.
That's it. That's the last party we ever have, man. Something's going down. Everybody's all freaking out. Some big shit's happening. Like, ain't no other moment like that. I'd like to live through it or die through it.
That would be very debaucherous.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, Meta has announced that AI will be embedded into their new Ray-Ban smart glasses for the first time in history. The glasses will be able to understand what you're looking at and provide information about it.
Nice.
This will be available October 17th, 2023. So
yeah, I don't want that, but it is cool technology, I guess. But
so you just look at something and it's just like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This is what
this. What does it think about when you're looking at somebody's ass? It's like staring at a girl's ass.
You're looking at somebody's person.
It's like looking up the jeans
Gluteus
and shit.
Maximus.
And then they start sending you fucking ads for women's jeans.
Dude, yeah, hey, then the algorithm really gets you.
Yeah.
Yes. In lighter news, a man in New York, famously called the panty snatcher, which I think this has probably been going on for a long time.
It don't sound like there's one man in New York like that. It sounds like a fucking breed.
I think this is this is probably something that,
I wonder if they can have conventions, you know?
right? They're like, I have all of these.
It's like a
and-
flash mob.
Great.
Ceremony, they get
2020.
together.
All right, so Greg, me and you, just act like News Girl is in here.
Oh, yeah.
What's the fascination with having a woman's panty on your person? Like, just
Wait, not just
like
a
no,
woman,
like
a random woman.
if you just
don't
have
know.
random women's panties, like
Here's-
is that hot to you?
Here's my situation with that. When I was in a long relationship with a girl I was with, like, over 10 years, or over 2 years, you know, by that point, if she's going away for a couple weeks, if I happen to find some of her panties, yeah, I'm a weirdo.
You're gonna jack off onto them?
Or just smell them and enjoy them, you know. But,
Smell them?
but for a random chick or just random panties, no, it's not like that. It's more like I just miss my woman and, no, I'm a fucking freak. We all freaks. Shit.
Yeah, I saw the video of that guy taking the panties out. So gross. And you know, if he wanted some panties, you know, so he could wear later, why couldn't he just buy them on Amazon?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not wearing them. I'm just.
I know, but I know I don't know for a fact, but this guy, he's probably wearing them. He's probably wearing them.
Here's my thing.
He has the whole panty raider name, or what was it? Yeah,
I don't understand the whole fascination with female panties. Like, I like to see them on my lady, News Girl, but I don't want...
in the context that I just said it, it's kind of like motherfuckers who were just desperate. When I was desperate and my woman wasn't there, panties were. It was like porn back in the day before. It's like kind of like porn in a way, but
like you jack
So-
off to the J.C. Penney.
so the
catalog.
motherfuckers that are so desperate that they just can't handle their desperateness, they probably order panties online from Tinder or I don't know. I don't know. But,
For some reason, I just
or they use panties from the OnlyFans. That's what.
yeah, that's the other thing. It's like weird fetishes. Can't
Like,
be.
what if she got AIDS and then you fucking, getting some fucking like STD from these fucking panties?
I don't understand.
Semi-dry too.
Yeah, and it's
They were in the dryer.
they got some fucking like some
Lint?
skid marks, you know, like
Oh.
some doo-doo stains.
That's the worst.
I mean,
yeah,
and the foot fetish.
that's the whole thing too. You want some lightly worn ones. You don't want no 2 day and like it was a hard ass day.
Yeah,
You want like
A long day.
you want a half a morning shit. Like just some breezy ones.
Yeah,
you know?
she went to the
Maybe she was
gym.
wearing a skirt. Like.
I mean, look, every time I see my lady in some panties, it's always a nice
Alright.
thing.
News girl.
News Girl. Every time I see that, it's a nice thing. But it's not like afterwards I'm like, where are those panties?
Yeah. No, this
I wanna
situation was
sleep
like
with 'em.
once.
Yeah, you put them under your pillow.
Yeah.
Once to twice out my whole life, That's my infatuation with panties. Maybe once or twice. If I'm really into my woman, I might sniff them.
See, the sniffing thing, I don't understand that.
I like to smell the pussy.
All right. See, okay, but then where do you sit on the foot thing? Are you a foot guy? Because
I'm not a foot guy, but I'm not like a foot guy. It's not my favorite thing.
there,
But I'm not like, I won't touch her foot, Like, if she has a pretty foot, I'll kiss her foot. But I'm not. It gotta be clean and shit, You ain't even walking around all day. But
there are women making lots of money just showing pictures of their feet.
I don't understand that at all.
That
Like,
I wouldn't pay. They would have to pay me to send those photos to me.
Like already, with porn on the internet being free, I don't understand why people pay for it. any pictures like that.
All the
Of
OnlyFans
anything.
things,
Like,
all that shit
anything.
is weird as fuck to
It
me.
is. It's like it's not like gambling, but it's almost a worse way to waste your money.
Waste
Because this
money,
person
yeah.
don't like you.
They don't even know you.
Yeah, they're just making money off your ass. Like, they selling you a drug that fucking ain't even a drug. It's just a fucking picture. You know?
Yeah, it's just like a thrill seeking.
It's oxytocin in your head because you're like, oh, she pays attention to me for 1 second.
Yeah,
she'll do what I say.
Yeah,
That was the biggest thing probably for him. They're like, oh, she'll do something I said, and then they go pay for it.
right. It's like,
So
mention me or say my name or some shit like that, and like
you know?
they jack off to that. It's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she said my name on her live stream.
Yeah, you just
Oh.
lost $100. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. Like, no.
That was a hardcore.
With
that was
gambling-
expensive masturbation.
With gambling, I do research. I count my losses, my wins, and it's really fun to really break down like the matchups and try to decide, okay, I think this team is going to win, I think this team's going to lose. This is a sneaky bet that I can probably make some money off of because everybody's going this direction.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
go
go
this-
for those. I'm looking for those, and I just go for the action too. But there's a good game with a lot of scoring shit. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow the best.
But toes and feet, like, I mean, I guess it would be awesome because you could just go to the mall and go to like Payless and just sit there for 3 hours.
Yeah, why don't you get the job like, at a shoe store? Fuck. Would
They-
you like
they
me to help
pay
you try
you
these
to-
shoes on?
Yeah. Let me go get. What was that little like silver? It was like a silver metal thing where
The
it would
shoe
measure,
horn.
Measure your foot.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if you were a foot fetish guy and that was your job.
You'd
Dude.
probably be so into that thing
You're
because so
walking
many
on
feet have been on
cloud
there.
nine, dude.
Like so many feet have been measured by this little apparatus. That,
He's like, no, wait. Let me touch your toe.
Things like the
real quick.
Matrix for his fucking foot fetish.
We're gonna need you to actually take your socks off so we can get it right. We don't want to mess this up.
Let's go ahead and wash your toes real quick too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's
get in between
Let's
them.
go ahead and take you to the back and get you all washed up here.
There's no water here. I'll just lick it up.
Yeah,
It'll
I'll just
work. Yeah.
I do a special service.
I just brushed my teeth.
Are you familiar with Lil Tay, Greg?
No.
All right, so News Girl, explain Lil Tay to Greg.
Back in like 2016 or something like that, 17. This little kid was going viral on the internet.
She was like 13 or something.
No, she's like 13 now or something. She was like a little kid.
Okay.
And she was just cussing and, holding wads of money in her hand and just
That whole TikTok.
Just
like
being
just the way to make money on
ridiculous.
Instagram, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like she would like
Flip
pose
phones.
in front of a Lamborghini and be like, "Yo, this is my fucking fun car. I can't even drive yet, but this is my fucking car." And then she would like have like a stack of hundreds, and she would like act like it was a phone. She'd be like, "I can't even fucking hear y'all haters." Blah blah blah. And she was like a child,
What kind of mind does it take to fucking project? Like, you got all kind of money, but all you care about is fucking telling how other people.
So here's the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing.
This
morality,
is the
you telling other
thing.
people.
It was her dad or stepdad or something like that.
And mom was involved.
Like, kind of forcing her to do this shit because she was going viral. It was making them money, more money, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So she was almost like a child star, fucking parallel dimension, kind of like the parent was
Yeah.
just pushing her there.
but a couple of weeks ago, they said that she had died. And they put out a whole statement. They were like, sadly, Lil Tay has died, and her brother died too.
She didn't actually die.
And she actually didn't die.
Oh,
She put out a
they
statement.
fucking trying to make up all money.
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be a whole documentary
That's
on this
some
shit.
sociopathic way to try to make money. Like you can't just try to. You're so pissed that you can't figure out a talent that you con people.
Canadians. Were they Canadian?
I think so. Yeah.
Canadian.
That's odd. Sounds American.
In other news, this AI app can decode a baby's cry. So this, God, I hope this isn't true, but there's a database containing approximately 20,000 distinct sound patterns that boosts impressive accuracy rate, telling you what your baby is crying about.
That probably only works for a really short window of time before they start learning from their environment, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you're going to start learning the sounds from the people around you after that very quick, and then, like, what you go off of there? Whoever's...
I mean, AI is going to make the future of this country and the world
strange.
just so dumb. Because
It
people have
sucks,
been doing this. People have been moms forever without the use of AI.
So now they don't need to do nothing, so they could just fucking walk through life fucking head in the clouds and like.
Oh,
blah, blah,
he's
blah,
crying
blah,
about
blah.
food.
And you really,
Okay.
And but after do nothing, you don't know how to do it because you never did it.
Yeah.
Oh, he poo-pooed and pee-peed.
My fucking internet's down. What the fuck do I do about this? Fuck.
Speaking of, going back to OnlyFans.
I mean, this is the worst news guy ever. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Bella Danger made $20,000 on her first day on Feet Finder.
Her name is Abella.
Yeah. So look at your feet. You got some big.
These are feet. You can't look at them unless you pay for them.
Oh, see, she's already on it.
She's working on it. Yeah.
$20,000 a day,
That's retarded.
and she doesn't even have to show her face.
Yeah, but who is she? Is she a porn star? Like she has a name.
Yeah,
like,
she probably has a viral
people
connection.
Probably like know who
internet
she is.
shit, yeah.
Like, if I post some feet pics, people are gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?"
I don't know.
What
You
are
gotta
these
get
feet?
you gotta get a spot on stage and just like. So.
All right, news girl. You got anything else?
Yeah. So I made a revelation today that I mean, it's not a big revelation, but read something about some states with the highest STD rates.
Would that happen to be Louisiana?
Well, Louisiana's number 2.
Hey.
Damn, we didn't make number one.
Ooh,
Any guess on who
Actually,
number 1 is?
I was.
Hold on.
I wasn't thinking we'd be number one.
Hold on. Before.
But I knew we'd be up in the top 5.
All right, Greg, you guess first. Who's number 1?
Fuck. Got California or Oregon?
No.
I'm gonna say Alabama.
No,
Florida?
but Alabama is in the top 10.
All right. Florida,
No.
Mississippi.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh,
I
And that's
it only
right
took me
next
3
to us.
tries.
Now, exact. A couple of the Bible Belt states are in here. Alabama is 6. Georgia is right after. South Carolina and South Dakota are in there too. Gross.
They go up for their work to work a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So they probably just go work, fuck.
Yeah,
have fun and
they
shit,
spread
party.
that shit around.
Oh yeah.
And
It's like Vegas of. Well,
and the
Without the
chlamydia
gambling.
rate is higher than the
But-
gonorrhea rate. Just FYI.
what was that?
Chlamydia rate is higher than the gonorrhea rate.
Gonorrhea.
What's the difference?
I don't know what the difference is. One of them like forever,
No.
or they're both curable.
Chlamydia and gonorrhea are treatable, and I think herpes is the only one that you carry to the grave.
It don't go away.
I don't
Stays
know.
around.
Never had one.
Hey, I'm only going off of Dr. Drew, board certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Addiction medicine specialist.
Addiction medicine specialist.
So, what have we learned here tonight? Because Greg has to go to work. What are your final thoughts on this night?
New president would be nice.
Yes.
Should there be an age cutoff?
I would say from
Because the earliest you
30 to 50.
So the earliest you can be president is 35.
Yeah, I would lower that, and I'd say to 60. You know, depending on after 50, you have to be evaluated very hard.
Cognitive
You know,
tests and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. All right. News girl, anything?
Happy I'm not single in Louisiana. Woo!
Goddamn right. And I learned that me and Greg can throw down some fucking jams.
we're gonna be shining up some music.
And
We're
you
gonna have a
know,
special podcast with some noise one day coming soon.
yeah, we're gonna make some songs for y'all, and we're gonna prove that two dudes can make some music.
That mosaic of music.
And what was our sign off again? Damn.
Crap don't always float.
Amen.